Welcome to another segment of Epic Locals. This morning we're talking with Eric Minishred, and we're also joined by Minnie, as always. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I was pretty stoked to wake up to a little powder day here, right?
I think everybody was. I don't know if you've heard Ashley, but that enthusiasm is contagious.
Yes.
So
awesome.
Let's start at the beginning. The beginning being, where did you get your name?
That's probably the most common question that I get. One, is your real name Minishred? I don't know. I haven't gotten legally changed yet, but potentially. So I earned that my very first year here in Vail, which was the 2007 season, from a gentleman that some of you may recognize. So on screen you'll see Jason Noakes there. He currently manages Christie Sports here in Avon. So he coined the term Minishred after sort of watching me snowboard. So it's an honor to have that one.
So your whole life is really, at least for the last few years, been around snow sports and in particular snowboarding.
I have essentially given my life to snowboarding. I was a financial analyst in Denver and said, sucks to this. Moved to the mountains. There's me snowboarding my first year in Vail. I looked ridiculous because I was a neon warrior. Loved the bright colors. But I loved snowboarding and I wanted to give back to it as much as it's given to me. And I knew I wanted to work for Burton Snowboards. So I moved up here and started working at that Burton store. The next year I became a rep for Burton, Colorado. So traveling around the state selling stuff. And then I got the dream job. That's my first day at Burton Snowboards in Burlington, Vermont. I was a boots product manager. I made so many different technologies that I got to manage with an incredible team. Actually, these Burton Photon boots that I'm wearing, this lockdown technology, check it out. That's all Minishred right there.
That's
it's pretty
fantastic.
cool. And
what
it's,
a great
of course,
legacy.
a great team. But it was just an honor to work for Burton Snowboards. But it's tough living in Vermont when you're from Colorado. So I was blessed to be able to go travel the world. So I spent 3 months in China actually studying snowboarding. And how to grow the sport. So here's a picture of, it's called Mellow Parks outside of Beijing. If you think we're having a bad snow year, that's all they got in China. And they love it. It's pretty crazy. It's a really cool environment out there.
And how do you think they're going to do when they host the Winter Olympics in a few years?
Really well. They're building a ton of infrastructure, a ton of resorts are opening up over there. And it's just a matter of getting their population to embrace having fun. It's the unique thing about the Chinese culture. They don't recreate. They don't go on vacation to just have fun. So that's a very Western concept that they're slowly getting into. So I think by the time 2022 rolls around, I think it's going to be awesome, and the sport's just going to explode out there.
And probably hosting the Olympics is probably going to add to that.
Yeah.
And people are going to see these sports and get more excited about them.
Yeah.
So then this brings you back to Vail.
Yeah, like I said, it was tough living in Vermont, being a Colorado guy, so I had to come back to Vail. So in 2014, I moved back to Vail, and here's this is off of the Whaler jump in Northwoods, if anybody is familiar with that. Just doing a little backflip there. It's fun stuff.
Just a little backflip.
Just a little backflip, no big deal. So yeah, at this point now, this summer I fulfilled my next dream after working for Burton Snowboards and got a golden retriever. So that's little Minnie, who's decided to wander off and sit on the floor. But this is Minnie, her first day on TV8. Little white Afro puppy. Now she's grown into an amazing little mountain dog.
And I mean, we've been talking about winter sports, but I know you've also climbed a lot of 14ers, you're a biker, so you're like the whole outdoor guy, Colorado.
Yeah.
That's you.
That is me. I think I embody what it means to be from Colorado, and that is just living the outdoor life and loving it and embracing every activity you can do, every new experience you can have, and Vail is the perfect place to do it. I love this place.
And in your new role, you kind of help people do it safely with craniology, helping people with their helmets and their goggles. Yeah. And you guys are also kind of GoPro experts over there too.
We are, yeah. But I manage craniology, so I'm not on the sales floor a bunch. I came from making boots and making products, so I like to think of myself as making good people now. I'm more of a coach and a mentor and a manager than I am a seller. So for me, that's the fun part of the job.
Eric, it's always great to have you and Minnie stop by the studio. It's great talking with you.
Yeah, absolutely, Claire. You guys are the best. Much shout out to TV8 Colorado. I love you so much.
Thank you. Stay tuned. We've got more Good Morning Vail coming your way.